Person that just came in on the iPhone, what's your name?
Thomas Brown.
Thomas Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Give us 1 second, Miss Allison.
Miss Allison, can I have one moment? I'm trying to have a conversation in the courtroom.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. I was just
I'm
gonna
sorry.
put his name on there.
I know you wouldn't have had a way of knowing. Give me 2 minutes and I'll let you know when to proceed.
Sorry.
We need devices on mute, please. You are in court. We need everyone to have their devices on mute.
I need to change.
Mr. Brown, we have you checked in, but your time was at 8:30, sir.
I know, and I do apologize. I'm a truck driver, so this is my first available time to pull over and come in on the Zoom. So I do apologize for that.
Have you been able to talk to House Counsel?
You just joined.
You just joined?
Yes.
So I'm trying to think of what to do for you. How long are your breaks?
I'm not on break, actually, technically. I'm just pulling over so I can try to, make the court date.
So it's gonna be longer than probably what you think. So now that you've checked in, keep your phone on so that you'll know when the attorney is ready to talk to you. And let them know that you need about 2 minutes so that you can pull off on the side or wherever, rest stop. And then you can talk to them. Then you'll be able to probably proceed again until your name is called for court.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to work with you a little bit because I understand the rules for truck
Yes.
drivers. However, in the future, you may want to take the day off because, as you would have had to if you were in person, right? Because
Yes.
it's still kind of like you're expected to be here. And I know that you're trying to multitask, but it's gonna be a little difficult to do. You're gonna be sitting there for quite some time.
Okay.
All right.
Breakout room 30, sir.
We're back, yeah.
I got it.
Okay, Ms. Allison, you can go ahead and check who, I don't know if we were done checking in.
Well, I'm telling you, it's
And
1:30.
Mr.
I'm sorry, it's
Griffin, are you
8:30.
ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge. I also have some notes from Attorney Gayton, Phyllis Gayton Robinson. So
So the notes you're
Sir,
gonna email.
everything is for 8:30. I'm
We're on
telling
the
you.
record, attorney. Can you go ahead and just show up at 8:30, please?
Okay,
Mr. Griffin,
Okay.
do you, wanna email Latifah the actual notes? Whatever note, you said you have notes from Ms.
No.
Gayton.
I was just telling you that I can take care of Attorney Robinson Gayton's cases also.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
I see. I thought you had a note to.
Oh,
message
no, Your
you.
Honor. I apologize. No, it's
No
just
worries.
I was saying I can take care of her cases too.
Okay, so we're gonna go on live on Zoom and get
We're
started.
already live on Zoom.
Oh, when did we do that?
Can you hear me?
No.
Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey. While court is in session, there will be no talking, no sleeping, no lying down, no driving, no wearing of any head garments unless for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or eating or reading of any material. And once the judge asks you to start your camera, please, you must be properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and good morning to you in the virtual courtroom as well. Mr. Herman, can you tell me who you're ready to proceed on? We'll proceed with your matters, and then I have one in-person hearing to do.
Okay, Judge, the first person on my screen is Ms. Burks, is scheduled for trial.
Ms. Burks, can you pronounce your first name for me, please?
Tiana.
Okay, one moment, please.
Mr. Biffle, we need for you to put your phone on mute, sir. Thank you.
Now I'm calling the people versus Tertiana Denise Burks, ticket number SP 138-10521. One count of allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your name for the record. Oh, I'm sorry, second count, I'm sorry, that's my fault. Count 2 is no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant, P777169. Ma'am, state your full name for the record.
Tiana Denise Burks.
Your Honor, today's the date and time. I'm sorry, Judge.
Go ahead.
Today's date and time. Today's date and time scheduled for trial. The officer has appeared, should be in one of the breakout rooms now. Officer Corporal Hope
Yeah, I've been trying to bring him out. One of the officers is going to tell him to come out.
Okay. But Judge, there is a recommendation. I spoke with my client. I spoke with the prosecutor. The charge of no insurance is being dismissed. The charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle is going to be placed under a delayed sentence. The prosecutor indicated that once Ms. Burks pays the fine, there's no objection to having the matter dismissed right then. And this is what my client would like to do. Is that true, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, my apologies. Give me one moment. And has the officer joined us yet?
Yes.
I have.
We're having some technical difficulties. Give me one moment, please. Thank you for understanding. I had some technical issues in the courtroom. Is it Miss Burks? You had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony? I can't, okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention to August 16th, 2022. Were you driving a 2016 Chevrolet?
Yes.
And were you driving in the area of West 7 Mile and Derby Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you did something on that day to come in, well, I'm sorry, you're right. I just got back to the charge. Is you own a 2016 Chevy?
Yes.
And did you allow someone to drive on that day who was not licensed?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counselor?
Satisfy, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal?
So stipulated.
And I apologize, Corporal Hope, would you like to state your name for the record?
Good morning, ma'am. Corporal Kenneth Hope, Batch 444, Detroit Police 12th Precinct.
Thank you. So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive on behalf of Ms. Burks, dismissing count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ms. Burks, the fee for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive your vehicle is $240, ma'am. Are you working?
Yes.
Okay, so it's my understanding, what's the original, Mr. Griffin, what's the original delay sentence time?
Usually it's 90 days for these types of cases.
But he's saying that if she pays it sooner than that, then he will entertain an early dismissal.
Yes, that was his recommendation for the court, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Ms. How soon will you be able to pay the $240?
I can pay today.
Okay, not that soon.
Oh.
So what I'm gonna do is have it due, I'll set it out for 30 days instead of 90 days. If you can pay it by May 13th, 2023, appear back here on the Zoom and we'll dismiss the matter.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Okay. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you, Judge.
Did I put the 13th?
May 13th.
Yes, it's May 12th. It's okay. Let me see. It's May 12th.
May 12th?
I put May 13th. That's a Saturday.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay. It's gonna get mailed to you.
Can you call up tell her I text her and I'm asking if we can borrow her house. And so what time, around what time? We're ready to go right now. Is he here?
Yes, he's here. He was here Friday.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's get him out. Got him. One moment, Mr. Griffin.
Oh, no problem, Judge.
Mr. Griffin, who are you ready to proceed on? Anyone on the screen? In any
Yes.
order I want on the people who are on the screen, Mr. Griffin, is that okay?
Yeah, we can, any order, Judge.
Well,
I think there's
I
a
don't-
Biffle, though. He has about 4.
Yeah, I
officers.
see Biffle's, I see Biffle's. I see him now, kind of.
Okay.
Biffle, is that Mr. or Mrs. Biffle? Will you I believe that's the young lady that's in school?
No. This is a man. This Mr. Biffle.
Does he have a plea agreement? Because we can't proceed with trial with him on the phone.
If he's taking a plea, how does that? Is it different?
Is he taking a plea?
He's taking a plea.
Oh, okay. If he's taking a plea, I'll do a plea. But I'll do a plea over the Zoom, over the phone, but I will not do a trial over Zoom. So give me one moment. Let me tell Mr. Brenner kind of what we're needing. Okay, Mr. Biffle, you have to take your phone off of mute, please. Mr. Biffle, did you hear me say to turn, so press *6 on your phone, sir, if you don't know how to unmute. Mr. Biffle, Biffle, can you hear us? Press *6 on your phone.
Yes.
Okay. Now calling the people versus Kieran Biffle, ticket number SP 107-4869, count 1, unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, improper plate, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1074871, one count of no driver's license. Ticket number SP 1085791, one count of unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 2, improper plate. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1242046, count 1, driver's license revoked. Count 2, display off signal. Ticket number SP 1242071, driver's license revoked. Ticket number SP 1262781, one count of no operator's license. Ticket number SP 1279561, 9562, count 1, driver's license revoked. Count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number 207-58596, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, driver's license expired. Count 3, improper plate. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Herman Griffin, P 77169, on behalf of the defendant. Biffle, state your full name for the record. Mr. Biffle, state your full name for the
Yes.
record.
Kyron.
Your
Hello?
full name, sir.
Your
Byron
full
Biffle?
name, your first and last name.
Kyron Biffle.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. Do we have officers present?
Yes, Corporal Spadell, Batch 402, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you, Corporal.
Police Officer William Hill, Batch 3756, Detroit Police Department.
Any other officers? Okay, Mr. Griffin, have we reached an agreement in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. I also want to say that I can see I know Corporal McCree did sign in. He's also for this case. I talked to the prosecutor. 2 other officers did, I guess, sign in for the case also. We do have an agreement. My client is pleading to 3 charges total, Your Honor. A dismissal of the balance.
I need you to speak up just a little bit. 3 charges of what?
3 charges total, Judge. The balance to be dismissed. He's pleading to 1 charge of failure to display, amended from a license improper ticket, and 2 charges of improper plates as charged.
Mr. Biffle, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Griffin and he explained your rights to you? Yes or no?
Star 6 to unmute, sir.
Yes.
And did you understand your rights? And did you understand those rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. I swear or affirm that the testimony I give
I promise the testimony I give
will be the truth and the entire truth.
you'll get broke up.
It will be the truth and the entire truth.
It will be the truth and the entire truth.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. I am going to turn your attention to November 18th, 2021. Were you driving a 2013 Volkswagen?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of 7 Mile and Evergreen in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
On the same day, sir, the vehicle that you were driving, did it have proper registration on it?
Yes.
The vehicle that you were driving, was it titled and had proper plates and proper documentation?
Yes.
No. Your Honor, may I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
I think he had the wrong plates on these cars. So even if the cars were, I think he had the wrong plates. Is that true, sir? That you had the wrong plate? That your plates weren't proper?
Mr. Griffin, I think I can hear him very well. You sound very, very far away.
I'm
Can you
gonna
repeat
adjust my
No, my plate was expired, man. That's all.
then that's what's improper about
So
them.
then you did not have proper plates, correct?
Correct.
All right. Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Judge.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for an amended charge of failure to display on ticket number ending in 9562, count 1. Also enter a guilty plea of improper plates on that same ticket number, count 2. And I'm going to now turn your attention, sir, to, one moment, I'm trying to go with the most recent. You have a lot here, so I'm going through your tickets as if it was a deck of cards, if you can't see me. Okay. So I'm now going to turn your attention to October 19th, 2021, where you driving a 2006 Chrysler. Mr. Biffle.
2006 what?
Chrysler, white Chrysler.
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Evergreen Road and Whitlock in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And on that day, did the vehicle have valid registration were you able to provide them with a valid certificate of registration?
Yes.
You gave the police your registration on that day, sir, for that vehicle?
Yes.
Your Honor,
And
may
it
I
was
ask him something?
valid? Yes.
Sir, we're going over the same thing, sir. Was the tags expired on that day too?
Oh no, the tag was expired on that car.
That's what we keep asking. That's the same thing. So when the pads are expired, the registration is invalid. Okay.
So the registration was invalid on that vehicle as well, right, Mr. Biffle?
Yes.
Okay.
Satisfied, Judge.
The court is also satisfied. You stipulate this probable cause on the dismissals.
So stipulated, Judge.
The court will enter a guilty plea for improper plates on the amended charge of improper plates on ticket number ending in 2789. Mr. Biffle, are you working?
Yes.
You currently working?
Yes.
Okay. So the fee for each one of these offenses is going to be $190 each. And it's gonna be a total of $570. That's the lowest I can go statutorily. I'm gonna give you 6 months to pay the $570. So I need you to come down to the court and get put on a payment plan, enter into a payment agreement with the court to pay. If hopefully they'll allow you to pay at least $100 per month for the next 6 months. And I'll set this matter for review on October 12th, 2023. If you do have these matters paid by then, you do not need to appear. Otherwise, I will see you on October 12th, 2023 at 8:35.
All right. So I go down to 36 and make payment plan?
Say that one more time.
So I go down to 36 and make a payment plan?
Yes, you need to make your payment plan. I'm sorry, I'm gonna reschedule that. You need to make your payment plan within the next 2 weeks. So you need to either have a payment plan in place by April 26th, or you show back up here in court on April 26th. It needs to be paid in full by October 12th, or you need to show up here at 8:35 on October 12th. You get that?
Yes.
All right, you're free to go.
So I go down to 36 and that's it. Start from there.
Yes, come down to 36 District Court.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Are we ready to go? No,
Yes.
not you, not you. I'm sorry. I have it.
I'm not sure the attorney's still talking.
Mr. Herman, I am going to proceed with the in-person hearing now. We're going to go on mute. Wait,
Okay.
we can't mute. The court reporter is on Zoom, so I'll say you'll be able to hear what's going on in the courtroom, and I'll be back with you momentarily.
Not a problem, Judge. I'm gonna run into the breakout room to see if anyone's left.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm checking Kia back about the attorney. Didn't her say she didn't have one?
Well, she said that she was, he was busy, or he or she was busy in the room talking to somebody earlier.
Oh. All right. Okay, do I have his file?
Yeah.
That's fine, I'm ready.
Okay.
That is not gonna be right at all. Is it still morning? Good morning, Mr. Brown. Now calling the people versus Fletcher Brown, ticket number Z 808-2261, one count of operating while intoxicated. Blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. Please state your appearances for the record. Let's start with the officer, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Lori Bumpus on behalf of the probation department.
Joseph Pernicano, P84918 on behalf of Mr. Fletcher Brown.
Fletcher Brown.
Today is the date and time set for a probation review. The last time we were here, we were on Zoom, and I wanted to do this one in person because I believe that I was going to go in a different direction. Has anything changed in the status of has he reported to you since the last hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, he has reported.
Has anything changed since the last hearing?
His last tests were negative in March. He did test positive, of course, for the marijuana, but there was no cocaine in his system at that time.
In March.
Correct.
Okay, so this violation is based on the previous testing where he had tested positive for cocaine. And that was not the first time he had tested positive for cocaine?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So while you did do well in March, you were a day late and a dollar short on violating your probation, okay? And so with that being the case, I think that, and you're already in outpatient treatment. If you weren't already in treatment, I would order treatment. Mr. Pernicano, do you have, before I make a move, did you have anything?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may be briefly heard. I had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Brown. He stands before this court today.
I think they need you back in another courtroom, but we're not gonna rush him.
Is a 68-year-old widower. He's lived in the city of Detroit for 60 years. He has one daughter. He attends church weekly within the city. Mr. Brown has several medical conditions that he is currently confronting that he deals with on a regular basis and has regular doctor's appointments that he tends to. He is here today. He is prepared to plead guilty on the positive cocaine violations. He takes responsibility for those and does not hide from this court that he does struggle with substance abuse. As reported, as indicated in the recommendation in the report, he did do well in March, and he plans to do well in the future. I'm asking the court to impose a sentence of 30 days for the matter to be closed upon completion of 30 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown, he's done well overall as far as doing what the court ordered as far as special conditions, but he continually tests positive and he doesn't seem to understand that there's consequences for his continued violation to this court. Previously, the judge was going to put him in jail, but he was given another chance by Your Honor before. And he tested positive again. I think this might wake him up.
And Mr. Brown, and I understand that it's a struggle, like I do. And that you clearly have a substance abuse issue. But if the outpatient treatment, and you're going to your outpatient treatment, it's not like you're skipping and missing out. I do believe, and I was actually leaning toward 90 days. I think I said that out loud, that I was leaning toward 90 days. I'll split the baby and go with 60 days, knowing that there will be time, good time or whatever it is that the Wayne County will release you probably sooner than the 60. So if I go with 30, you'll probably be out in 2 weeks. That's not enough time for me. I need you to be able to detox while you're there, right? And hopefully come back out without the desire to revert back to it because you don't want to end up in jail. I know that jail is clearly a consequence of this, of your behavior, and it's kind of like a parent saying, you know, I'm punishing you to help you, right? I really am. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to hurt you. So the court is going to remand you to Wayne County Jail for 60 days. That concludes your matter.
Thank you.
May I approach, Madam Clerk? What was the case number?
Case number 808-2261.
All right, thank you very much.
And I think they want you back.
I know.
Thank you for
You're, oh, of course, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Griffin, are we ready to proceed on any matters? Yeah, have you all the matters? What about Mr. Bass? Is Mr. Bass ready? We still have Corporal McCree on for Bass. Is that matter ready, Mr. Griffin? No?
Yeah, for Bass.
Yeah.
Let me just look. What's the first name, Judge?
That Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. Your Honor, I don't see any notes from Mr. Bass. So I'm gonna hold on. He has about, I know Corporal McCree was here and some others. So I think that may need to, that's something that Attorney Goss is still gonna have to give an offer for. I'm gonna text my co-counsel now. But I'm ready on some of the others.
Hello.
Mr. Brown, you're gonna have to wait until the court calls you, sir.
All right.
Please mute yourself.
Phyllis, I don't know if you saw the text message I just sent you.
Okay, I'm on mute thinking that I'm talking and everybody's talking over me. But Corporal McCree, I stand corrected. Anthony Bass is here. Ms. Phyllis, or Attorney Gayton, did you talk to Mr. Bass? Attorney Gayton Robinson, have you spoken to Mr. Anthony Bass?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I was on mute. I didn't realize it. Yes, I spoke to Mr. Bass. He has a wonderful offer that he is accepting. He basically is pleading to 3 of his 25 tickets with no points. He absolutely wants to accept it. I am moving him out of the breakout room to the main session.
Okay, I like to do this, even though Corporal McCree is not responding.
And then with Dion
I'm
Brown,
here.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown is a no PO.
Officer
Okay.
McCree is here. Hello.
Mr. Brown, give us a minute. We're gonna call, the judge is gonna call your name.
Corporal McCree, we're getting ready to call Mr. Bass's case first.
Okay.
Mr. Bass, can you push *6 on your phone?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Give us 1 moment.
3, count 1, unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, driver's license, suspended, driving on a suspended license, ticket number SP 119-22533, 1 count of improper plates, ticket number SP 111-258-1, count 1, defective brake light, count 3, failure to yield at right of way. Ticket number SP 112-612-9, count 1, expired plates, count 2, seatbelt violation, count 3, driver passing in a no passing area. Ticket number SP 119-226-7, count 1, no insurance, no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Mr. Bass. Mr. Bass, can you please say your name?
My name is Anthony Luther Bass.
Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865.
Your Honor, Mr. Bass has been made a very generous offer where if he pleads to 3 counts total, the other matters will be dismissed. If he pleads to 1 count of failure to display and 2 counts of improper plates, the other matters will be dismissed. He'd like to take advantage of that.
I'm sure he would. Sure he would. Mr. Bass, this is a lot of tickets, sir.
They won't
lot.
accumulate like
What do you have to say?
they will not accumulate like that anymore.
It better not, because it's gonna come back to me. And I'm going to remember these. Even if I don't remember, I'm making sure that I notate the file so that I do remember.
Thank you.
And then you still have some that are in default as well that you need to take care of after we resolve today's matters. You need to come down or just come down to the court and get a list of all the ones that you need to pay that are still in default. And Ms. Counsel, you said 1 count of failure to display, 2 counts of improper plate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bass, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Gayton in the breakout room and she advised you of your rights?
Yes,
Did you understand your rights, sir?
yes, I do.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes, I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, I am.
Will you raise your right hand?
Raised,
I need you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear or affirm that the testimony I give
I swear and I affirm that the testimony I am about to give
will be the truth and the entire truth.
be the truth and the entire truth.
I'm gonna turn your attention to December 11, 2020. Were you driving a 1998 white Plymouth vehicle?
Yes,
And were you in the area of East Grand Boulevard and Mack in the city of Detroit?
yes,
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes, I did.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
I wasn't able to do so. No, I
And
wasn't.
then vehicle that you were driving, did it have proper registration?
No, it didn't.
Did the vehicle have proper insurance?
No, it didn't.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I am very satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. Are there, and I apologize, Corporal McCree, would you like to state your name for the record?
Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865.
Thank you, Corporal. And are there any other officers present under the Anthony Bass matter? Okay, so the court is also satisfied. It stipulates probable cause and dismissals, Counselor?
We do so stipulate.
We will enter a plea of an amended charge on ticket number ending in 4549, count 1. We will enter a guilty plea on the amended charge of improper plate. We will enter a guilty plea on the amended charge of failure to display on count 2, and enter a guilty plea of improper plates on count 3, all on the same ticket. All other tickets that were called on the record, or all the other tickets in this matter that were scheduled for today, will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bass, consider yourself really, really lucky, and make sure that you take advantage of these opportunities so that you can get your, I'm hoping that you can get your license back if you don't already have them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go with the lowest amount that I could possibly go with here. And I think that's going to be
198.
It's still gonna be $570 total, and that's the lowest statutory amount for each ticket being $190 each. Are you working?
Yes, Mr. Bass, did you post a bond or anything?
I think so.
Okay, well, if you have your bond receipt, you would take it to the court and take it to the bond window and ask that your bond be applied to your cost.
Okay, so it's
Any money that,
570.
yep, it's $570. If you paid anything over $570 after your reinstatement fees have been paid to the state of Michigan, if there's anything left owed to you, the court would mail the bond back to you. So take your bond receipt down to the court.
Thank you.
Okay, so listen to me though. If the bond does not cover it in full, I expect for you to enter into a payment agreement on the same day that you come down. If they say, oh, well, your bond is only gonna cover $500 of it, if you could pay that $70, pay it right then and there. If you can't, enter into a payment agreement. And I'm going to set this matter for review for April 26th. As long as you have it either paid in full or have a payment agreement, you don't need to show up.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have it try to next week in full.
Okay, have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Your Honor, can we do Sarah Buckner? I'm confused. The person, I spoke to Sarah Buckner, but I thought I saw somebody that looked different than the person that I was speaking to under the Sarah Buckner name. If that person could turn their video on. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have two with the same name here today.
She called in on 2 devices, if I'm not mistaken.
So
And
I
that's her.
spoke to a different Sarah Buckner.
Is your name, take your phone off mute. Is your name Sarah Buckner, ma'am, in the red shirt standing outside?
That is her. That's her. That is her.
That's the, and so is that the Sarah Buckner that you spoke to, Phyllis?
No, Your Honor, I had a Miss Buckner. She was actually working at a daycare. Ma'am, can you unmute the device? Touch your screen and take the line out of the microphone.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Am I mute?
No, ma'am.
Do you work at a daycare center?
I work at a plant, Your Honor.
You work where?
I work at a plant.
So you did not speak to Attorney Phyllis Gaden Robinson today in the breakout room?
Yeah, okay, yeah, but what it was, my daughter had to, because I couldn't get through to you guys, and I was on one line, she was on another line, so I won't miss court, because I'm not really phone material.
So
you
the
see?
attorney, so your attorney talked to your daughter and gave your daughter all the advice of rights instead of giving it to you because she didn't know.
Because I'm not phone material, and I panicked and called her. I wanted her to get in touch with you guys to get this done.
I get it.
The problem is,
I'm not trying to do nothing because I can take up, but I don't know how to do phones.
Okay, Ms.
We
Buckner.
understand. We do understand, but the problem is now that you are gonna be delayed a little longer. You have to go back to the breakout room so that the counselor can give you your advice of rights. She can't advise you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about everything, you guys, but I'm not phone, and I don't know how to do this screen stuff.
Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, you can't drive on Zoom, sir.
And I didn't want to miss my court.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Buckner. I'm going to send you back in the breakout room. I talked to your daughter believing that she was you.
No,
she was not you. And so everything I explained to her, I have to explain to you. Just give me a minute. We're going to move you back to the breakout room, okay?
I really apologize.
No problem.
I just didn't want to miss my court, sweetie.
I understand.
Because I don't know how to do this.
Yes, ma'am. Just give me one moment. I'm going to move you back to a breakout room, okay? I'll be in a few. Just be patient. I got some people in front of you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm talking to your daughter when I should have been talking to you.
I know she had to leave her job to bring this phone because I'm so mixed up.
Yes, ma'am. One moment.
Phyllis, do you want me to put some of these on the record for you? And then.
Yes, Mr. Bentley has a dismissal, but Mr. Bentley also says that he has other matters that he thought was going to be before the court. I've asked Mr. Brown repeatedly to stop driving this truck on Zoom. Mr. Brown, if he's not driving, is going to.
I'm sorry. I told Mr. Brown to keep driving until he hears his name.
Okay.
He's a truck driver. He has like, of course, things like times that he has to meet.
Okay.
Sitting here for 2 hours is not going to help him. I'm sorry.
I just don't want him to get in trouble.
It's rare exception. As long as he pulls over and his case is called, we're good.
Okay, Your Honor. Well, can we get Mr. Brown out of here? Are you pulled over, Mr. Brown? He's taking a plea.
Okay.
Okay. And then my other ask is that all the officers that we have, I see an FBL, an officer here for FBL. I see Officer Turner here. Can we do those after we do Mr. Brown's matter?
Yes, I'm talking to Officer Turner's person after I get Ms. Buckner in a breakout room.
Officer Harley, Mr. and Mrs. Bell did not show. You are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Brittany Buller, that's the one who was in school. Brittany Brown, I think.
Brittany Brown is the one that's at school. She's on Mr. Turner's case. We've been going back and forth. I've talked to her multiple times this morning. I was trying to talk to Officer Turner to see if we could get some type of different resolve in her matter. It's not going to happen. I need to explain that to her because that's the one that would have to have a different day that's on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, so she's not at school. But she wouldn't be able to take an offer at trial date. So there are multiple layers to her issue. That's what's going on with her. Madam Clerk, can you put Ms. Buckner in a breakout room for me?
I tried to, but I need her to accept the invitation.
What time does Ms. Brown get out of class?
3 o'clock this afternoon.
Ms. Buckner, can you hit join on your screen, please?
Hey, I'm trying to get the, okay, I see it. It say join breakout room.
Go ahead and join, Ms. Buckner. And don't mute your phone while you're in there.
So can we just go ahead and give Officer Turner the next court date to adjourn this trial?
Is she going to be allowed to take an offer at her next date, Your Honor? That was the issue. You indicated originally.
Whatever her offer is today is going to be her offer the next time.
Okay. So she's trying to decide if she wants to take the offer. She's the holdup, Your Honor. I've tried to get her out of here an hour earlier. She's trying to decide if she wants this offer.
Tell her she has 5 minutes to decide.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Officer Turner, I'm sure, has other things that he needs to be doing. All right, we ready on Thomas Brown?
Yes, he's just doing a delayed sentence plea, Attorney Griffin.
A lot of my people came. Did she say something? Okay. Time is well. That's because I have to go get it. But I'm gonna give you all the way around. I don't see. He's on page 2. You just have one.
All right. Now calling the people versus, are you pulled over?
Yes.
Calling the people versus Thomas Edward Brown, ticket number U 609-971-21. One count of loudspeaker. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Thomas Brown.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record.
Thomas Brown.
Your Honor, based on the information from co-counsel, it's my understanding there's a delayed sentence in this matter, and the defendant is accepting the delayed sentence.
Okay.
But
Now, Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to House Counsel today, and they advised you of your right?
I don't think so.
the lady, you didn't talk to Attorney Gates?
I talked to her, but I wasn't advised of rights.
She didn't tell you you had a right to a trial, you had a right to a jury trial or trial for me?
Yeah, she did. I'm sorry, she did.
Okay, so I'm asking again for the record, okay? I need to make a clear record. You had an opportunity to talk to House Counsel today, and did they advise you of your right?
Yes.
Did you understand your right?
I do.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
I am.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. I'm going to turn your attention to June 4th, 2021. Were you in the area of Jefferson and Randolph in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you in a motor vehicle on that day, sir?
Yes.
And were your speakers unreasonably loud on that day, sir?
They were.
And did you have permission from, I don't know if this is a private owner or maybe even the city of Detroit, but you did not have permission to have you didn't have a permit from the city of Detroit to use those speakers louder than normal. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
That's right, Judge.
Okay, thank you. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Brown for the use of loudspeakers without permission and for unreasonable noise. This will be a delayed sentence. I'm gonna first of all give you have to pay a fee of $200 and put cases on delayed sentence for 30 days. Is that good enough? Be able to pay that within the next 30 days?
Yes.
So no police contact within the next 30 days, no further tickets, and this matter will be dismissed on May 12th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
You are free to go. Did you get the amount, $200? You know how to make that payment?
Yes.
Okay, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
What are we doing with Ms. Bird?
Judge, it's my understanding, I just want to check with the court, but I don't believe that the officer signed in for that case. I believe that's a no PO.
Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Clerk? Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
And that should be the same for Bailey, but I just want to check also. That should be.
That's correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
thank you, Madam Clerk.
You're welcome. Bailey checked in late. You wasn't at first.
Now I'm calling the People versus Veranda Michelle Bird, ticket number SP 135-71861. One count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. State your full name for the record, please.
Veranda Bird.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for trials. My understanding, the officer has not appeared, is not checked in. We ask the court for a dismissal without prejudice.
The court has verified that Officer R. Johnson has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. It is now 11:25. This matter is set for trial at 9 a.m. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bird, just as a reminder, you want to be sure. I guess this may be a learning lesson to you as well, but you want to be sure that the people who you trust with your vehicle are licensed drivers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Are valid. They may have a actual card that says that they have a driver's license, but you need to know who you're dealing with and know that they're valid.
Yes,
all right?
ma'am. Yes,
all right.
ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, attorney. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm going back on the record for Veranda Michelle Bird, ticket number P135-7186. I have been corrected. I would like to correct the record that Officer Johnson did in fact show up this morning, but did have to leave. However, that does not change the fact that this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. I will just mark it for a different reason in the interest of justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now calling the People versus Alicia Janae Bailey, ticket number SP 135-4606, count 1, disorderly conduct. Please state your appearance for the record.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. State your full name for the record, please.
Alicia Bailey.
Your Honor, I believe today's date and time set for trial. It's my understanding that the officer is not signed in, has not showed up. We will ask the court for dismissal without prejudice.
Okay. The court did verify in this case that Officer Terry did not check in this morning, either virtually or in person. This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. It is now 11:28 a.m. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bailey, that does not give you permission, however, to do whatever, and I'm not asking you to admit guilt or responsibility, but whatever they are accusing you of doing on that day, I need you to stop that type of behavior if you were doing it.
You wouldn't even believe what
No, we're not
happened.
going over it, Miss Bailey. We're not going over
Don't
it.
give me any facts. I can't hear the facts. 'Cause
All
you're
right.
not. But your matter is going to be dismissed. Okay? And you have a good day. Take care of your baby.
Thank you.
We're not ready on Buckner. She's still in the breakout room with Ms. Gator.
But we are, Your Honor, I have, I believe, some dismissals when the court
Okay.
is ready for Diamond Blunt, Aaron Bale. I don't see the other person on here.
Who was your other one?
I don't see her.
What was her name? Was it Shirley?
I don't know.
She's not.
No, that's not helpful.
Serenity.
We're not speaking with you, Miss Serenity. Please put your phone on mute.
Turn on your camera though, Miss Serenity. No, yeah, that's what it is. It's Serenity. Miss Serenity, that's her.
She was trying to say that. And so you said Serenity and who were the other two?
Diamond.
Aaron Bale and Diamond Blunt asking for dismissals from all of those.
All right, now calling the people versus Serenity Daily Belcher, ticket number SP 1388160, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of defendant. State your full name for the record.
Serenity Belcher.
Speak up.
Serenity Belcher.
Okay. Your Honor, it's my understanding that the defendant sent me documentation proving that she has certificate of no fault insurance from Cure and also registration, 2023 registration on the vehicle.
It's your understanding, or you verified that she?
I'm looking at it right now, Judge. That's what I had to say. It's my understanding, but then I was reviewing because a lot of people sent me documents today. So
Okay, and then what vehicle is that on, Mr. Griffin?
Judge, I see vehicle number.
Is it a
Last
2013?
number's 557 or 857. Hold on.
Does it say that it's a 2013 Volkswagen?
Let me look. Yes, 2013 Volkswagen.
So the court has verified, well, the court has confirmed that an officer of the court has verified that Ms. Belcher does in fact have automobile insurance on the 2013 Volkswagen that's in question. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Belcher, keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, and you are free to go, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and Madam Clerk, you're right. It was Ms. Shirley also. She sent me documents.
Is she here?
She is. I'm gonna move her to the main session.
Do you know how to come into the room?
And Your Honor, the young lady, Brittany Brown, that is Officer Turner's person, is ready to take the offer.
I would rather do Brown before I do Bell. But I don't have time. We're gonna do Bell first, I'm sorry. Yes. I'm gonna have a V8 tomorrow. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. It doesn't look good, but I'm gonna need it. I now calling Brittany Valencia Leigh Brown. Is it Lee Brown, Miss Brown?
Ms. Brown, push *6 to unmute yourself, please.
Hello.
Please state your name for the record.
Brittany Brown.
So, and wait one moment, because I haven't called this on the record. So you don't have it's not a Valencia -LE and then last name Brown?
Yeah, you wanted me to say the whole thing?
I just want to make sure I have the right person. Is that your name?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Ticket number P 125-682, Count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 3, loud music from a motor vehicle more than 10 feet away. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson, P 71733 on behalf of Ms. Brown. The only thing on my docket for Ms. Brown, and I have not verified any documentation for Ms. Brown, is the loud music ticket. I'm not sure where the other 3 came from.
So I could tell you, sorry to interrupt, but she took a plea on this case already. She just has to pay. That's why the other counts 1 and 2 are closed.
Why would Officer Turner be here?
Because we said it, she said it for a trial. It was set for a trial today. That's why. This case, she played
So
back on.
apparently, Ms. Gayton Robinson, this matter has already been adjudicated. She just owes money on the loudspeaker ticket.
Yeah, she played on.
It's marked for trial. I'm sorry. We could have gotten rid of this a whole lot.
I understand. I completely understand. I'm not quite sure how it's obviously a clerical issue. But
Yes.
Ms. Brown should have known that she had already been adjudicated on this matter, right? And that she's just here to make sure that she made her payment. Ms. Brown, why haven't you made your payment?
I don't have the money to make the payment.
Would
Your
you like
Honor,
to
Ms.
do-
Brown, if
would
I
you like
may.
to do service, Ms. Brown?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Would you like to do community service?
Sure.
How much was it?
$250.
So you do 25 hours of community service, Ms. Brown, in lieu of the $250. You need to contact the probation department at 313-965-8130. That's 313-965-8130. You'll let them know that the judge has ordered you to do 25 hours of community service. I'm going to give
what's the phone number again?
For community service, the phone number is 313-965-8130. I'm gonna also give you my courtroom number. It's 313-965-2291. I need you to call the second number I gave you. I need you to call that number as soon as you get off the Zoom so that we'll have your phone number to give to the probation department, okay? Your return date, because you should be able to do 25 hours in a week, but I'm gonna give you 6 days to do it. So your return date is gonna be June 12th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, now tell them how many hours to.
Just call the courtroom first, ma'am. Call the
965-2291. Call there now.
313.
Could you hear me?
I heard you say 313-965.
2291.
Okay.
Got it? She's waiting for you to call right now. You have a good day. Make sure she has a return.
Your Honor, am I free to go?
Absolutely, officer. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you and all your staff, including Phyllis. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Have a good one.
Okay, take care.
Ms. Brittany.
Mr. Griffin, do you have anybody in the breakout rooms that you need to talk to that I can put your people on the record while you talk to people?
Let me look. I think we're good. I think like I don't see anybody in there except for Sarah Buckner,
Okay,
and I think that's yours.
okay, I'm about to go talk to her.
Okay. No. I think. Oh, is there two? Are there two Sarah Buckners?
One was her daughter, one was her. I explained and did everything with her daughter because her daughter logged in as her.
Oh.
So now I got to go explain it to her.
Okay. But now I think yeah. I don't see anybody else.
Miss
in any-
Berry, Jamila Berry, is a plea under a delay.
No.
Megan Robinson, make sure she is aware,
Okay.
like, you know, I handle a lot of things for my mother. Make sure that she tells her daughter, don't say she's her. She's there on behalf of her, but she's not her.
Yes, I will, Your Honor, because I definitely thought she was her.
But Phyllis, before you go, you said it's a plea for Jamila.
Miss Berry.
Miss Berry. Okay.
Guys, hold off on
Wait,
Miss
she
Berry.
said, hold off on Miss, Madam
Because-
Clerk wants you to hold off on Miss Berry.
Who gonna do a Miss Griffin or you, Miss Phyllis? I'm sorry.
Mr. Griffin.
I'm sorry. I'm
No
all
problem.
over the place. You're gonna do her, Mr. Griffin?
What's the plea?
It's
was
not
just-
gonna be,
What is it gonna be? They need to
because
know so that they.
the offer, no, I tried chatting them and telling them, but the officer is not, it said dismiss it.
We're not arguing with dismissals
So
ever.
then Mr. Griffin can do, Mr. Griffin can do it. They need to know
Okay,
what.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Miss Buckner.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead.
So you're doing Miss Berry? All right, and you did say Mr. Bell was ready, is that correct?
Right now, but I'm still gonna.
Is it
Yes,
a Mr.
Judge.
Is it
Miss-
Mr. or Ms.?
Okay.
Mr. Bell, Mr. Aaron Bell, and then there's a Shirley Burden.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now calling the people versus Aaron Bell, ticket number P 1410636, count one, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of defendant. State your full name for the record.
Aaron Bell.
Okay. Now, Judge, this matter, I believe, is scheduled for a pretrial. And I am confirming right now that Mr. Bell sent me his Michigan registration for a vehicle. Looks like station wagon. The plate number, the VIN number ends in 7884.
Okay, and that's the registration you said? Mr.
Right.
Bell, and today is the date and time set for a pretrial, Mr. Bell, is that valid, registration for the 2018 gray Chevy that you were driving on the day in question?
Yes.
All right. All right, so the court has confirmed that an officer of the court has verified that Mr. Bell actually does have a valid registration for the vehicle in question on that day. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bell, make sure you keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir. You are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So, yes.
Lot going on.
Wait.
He has two.
Now calling the people versus Diamond DeVita Blunt, ticket number P 1408707, count one, no insurance misdemeanor, count two, driving while suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, Ms. Blunt, turn your camera on.
Diamond Blunt.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. Your Honor, it's my understanding, my client did send me looks like a document for auto insurance coverage, just the summary. It's not the certificate, but I believe with the information she gave me, I'm satisfied. The policy ends May 30th, 2023. It lists her name and it also lists the vehicle. of a 2010 Land Rover and a 2020 Jeep Compass. I also spoke with the clerk. The clerk graciously provided proof that the defendant does have a valid driver's license. And so we would ask the court to consider dismissal of both.
Okay, so the court has confirmed that an officer of the court has verified that Ms. Blunt does have valid insurance as well as valid driver's license, was confirmed by the court. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Blunt, please keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times and keep your driver's license up to date.
Okay,
You're free to go.
thank you.
You're welcome. Jamila Berry, can you hear us? Do we have a Tenisha Boyd? Does anybody have Boyd or is that, did we let her go?
She never showed.
Yes, I'm Jimmy LeBear. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the People versus Jamila Berry, ticket number P1412256. One count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with you.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of defendant. Please state your full name for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jamila Berry.
Your Honor, it's my understanding, based upon information received from the officer, that that this matter is being dismissed. We ask the court to adopt.
Okay, court will accept the people's recommendation to dismiss this matter without prejudice. And dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ms. Berry, you are free to go. Just make sure that you're not letting people drive your vehicle who are not properly licensed, have a valid driver's license, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
And then I have Ms. Burden whenever the court is ready, Your Honor.
Ms. Burden or Ms. Buckner?
No, Ms. Burden, Shirley Burden.
I don't see
She's
her.
on, I'll ask her to unmute. She's on the phone. I can see her. I'm not sure if the court can.
I see it now. I see it now, Mikey. Ms.
Hello?
Burner, okay. Now calling the people, wait, 1 second. Now calling the People versus Shirley A. Burden, ticket number P126-0897, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2, 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed. Please state your appearance for the record.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. State your full name for the record.
Shirley A. Burden.
Your Honor, it's my understanding today's date and time scheduled for trial. Your Honor, I believe the officer did sign in or did show up. However,
Yeah, Officer Rule was here.
right, that's what I believe. Your Honor, I have in my possession through email, my client sent me her certificate of no fault insurance for the 2011 Chevrolet Cruze, identification numbers ending in 808.
And you said for valid insurance?
Yes.
Okay. So the court will dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor without prejudice.
Thank you, Judge.
How do you want to proceed on count 2, 11 to 15 miles over the supposed speed?
Oh, no, Judge, I'm sorry. Attorney Goss is gonna have to say something. I apologize. I thought there was just the one ticket.
There's 2 on the docket.
And I agree with you, right? I think, I was just thinking it was one for some reason. So I need to ask him very quickly.
So, you can talk to your client. I will make an executive decision to offer 6 to 10 over with limited access.
Okay. I still think that might be points, Judge. I think that might be 1 point. I'll talk to her right now.
However, wait, I just want to make sure that I say this, that 11 to 15 over is 3 points and limited access would be 2 points on that.
2 points, okay.
Yeah, so you know, unless you can prove, unless you want to go to trial oh no, today was trial, unless you wanted to actually proceed with this trial, she has proof that that she doesn't think that the people can prove that she was doing 11 to 15 over. Mr. Dawson stepped into the room. We can see what he'd like to, if he would have a better offer.
Right, I'm gonna try, Judge. That's why I'm listening. I'm gonna try.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Attorney Goss, you're right there. Thank you. She has valid insurance, Attorney Goss. You're muted. Even though I can read lips, but you're muted.
I thought we talked about blockading on this.
I'm not gonna say we didn't. I'm just gonna say let's go with blockading. I'm not gonna say we didn't talk about it, but
but blockading. That's fine.
Okay.
That's a very generous offer.
The officer said he was fine with blockading.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna talk to Ms. Burton very quickly, but I don't see a problem with that.
So Madam Clerk has to put her back in the breakout room because she's on the phone.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put her in the breakout room too.
Are we ready to proceed on Ms. Buckner?
Hold on. 1 moment, Your Honor. I'm holding for Mr. Goss. He's gonna talk to me on a different matter.
No problem. And can I have Mr. Bentley's file?
Yeah. He did show. I don't know where he is, but he might have disconnected.
Mr. Griffin, did you talk to a Dion LeRae Brown today? He's gone.
Driver to passenger. Yep. Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I did talk to Dion Brown. Dion Brown's matters are being dismissed. We're supposed to be dismissed.
What do you mean?
Were you talking to me?
I am. I'm just not understanding why the matters were supposed to be dismissed.
There were no POs when I checked to ask for if he had officers earlier.
Is that right?
Let me check, because I think his officer, I think he either came in later or
Officer Reeves did appear.
Officer Reeves came in.
But it's for
Was it Dion Brown?
I don't remember.
It was just one officer. It was just one officer who appeared.
Officer Reeves appeared in no recollection.
Oh, okay. So partially right. He appeared, but no recollection. So let's do this one. I like to do this one on the record.
He has, I don't see Mr. Brown in the room anymore. He has 2 other officers. I asked about his officers specifically before I pulled him out. Those officers were not here. I don't know. I didn't.
So because it's a dismissal,
Can I waive his appearance, Your Honor?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now calling the people versus Dion LeRae Brown II, ticket number SP 118888302. 1 count of driver's license expired. Ticket number SP 124446661. 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket number SP 30431, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Mr. Dion Brown. Your Honor, Mr. Brown was present. I did have extensive discussion with him. It was his understanding that these matters were going to be dismissed. I am asking that the court waive his appearance for the purposes of the dismissal.
The court will waive his appearance. And it's the court's understanding that the officer in the officers, I should probably say, in these matters, or at least one checked in this morning and had no recollection. Officers Turner and Torres did not check in on cases on ticket number ending in 8302 and 4661. Therefore, all three matters will be dismissed. Three matters will be dismissed without judgment. And are we ready on this?
On who, Your Honor?
Which one are we ready on, Buckner or Burton?
I'm already on Buckner, or which, are you ready on Ms. Burton? Isn't she a dismissal?
Right, yeah, it's just, she's pleading responsible to blockading, dismissing the no insurance.
Give me just 30 seconds, please.
Reeves. I don't know which one.
I just don't want to mark him up. And I'm sorry, who did we say that was proceeding on?
Shirley.
Thank you.
She's gonna take the fifth of
Okay. So now recalling the matter of Ms. Shirley Burton, ticket number P1260897, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2 was 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed limit. I believe that we had already dismissed the no insurance misdemeanor on the record for proof of valid documents. And the 11 to 15 over the posted speed limit, we have received an offer from the prosecutor for blockading. Would your client like to avail herself of that offer?
Yes, Judge, that's my understanding. My client's going to plead responsible to the blockading.
Okay, and so, Ms. Burton, can you press *6? Did you talk to Attorney Griffin and he explained everything to you? Are you comfortable with taking the plea?
Yes.
Yes,
I agree.
Okay. I'm going to enter a responsible plea on your behalf for blockading in this matter in a assessment fee of $175. If you don't pay that fee within the next 2 weeks, it will go up. Okay. So I'm going to set this matter to you on April 26th at 9 a.m. If you've already made that payment by then, ma'am, you don't need to appear.
Okay.
If you don't make the payment, you need to appear, plus the ticket amount is going to increase.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Okay, almost done.
Not a
You
problem.
ready to proceed, Buckner?
Your Honor, that's my co-counsel.
If you're gonna be lying down, at least turn your camera off, sir. We haven't forgotten about you. Thank you.
I'm gonna look up Mr. Bentley. Let's see.
Mr. Bentley is, he provided documentation of his license and his insurance. He had 3 tickets that are not on the docket that I just spoke to Mr. Goss about. He has an open alcohol and motor vehicle as the driver. That matter is going to be changed to passenger. You can talk to him about that.
Mhm.
And then the other 4 matters will be dismissed.
So literally just one charge, open alcohol passenger, everything else dismissed?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna talk to him now.
thank you.
No problem.
All right,
Mr.
now
Bentley, I'm
call-
gonna move you to a breakout room. Please join.
Now calling the people versus Sarah Helen Buckner, ticket number SP 57766.
We were supposed to
Wait,
move all your
one
stuff to
moment.
today, man, but you checked in.
One
and you
moment.
got it, so we locked her in. You're supposed to be here at 8:30.
Okay. 666, count 1, leaving the scene of an accident property with property
we're trying-
damage.
we're
Count
trying to
2,
get
no
to our
insurance
house.
misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license not valid or improper
Oversleep this time,
license.
okay?
Ticket number
Alright.
SP 1377771. Count 1 is leaving the scene of an accident. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, and count 3, license. I think that there's a mistake. Give me one moment. Scratch all of that out. Scratch all of that. There's some kind of clerical error here. Either that or I still need some weeks.
What's wrong?
So, one is leaving the scene of 2, there's no insurance misdemeanor.
Right. 3 is
no
in,
license
right,
not
improper.
valid. And then what's the other ticket number?
She has SP 5776661.
Yeah, that's not this.
That's 6263.
That's the wrong one.
No, this is a silver. We're not calling it.
Okay, so I don't have that other one at all. Okay.
Well, the silver infraction is on here. It's on the back page. It's on page 11.
So call that one too. Both counts,
It's only one.
only one count. And then, so then there's another one on that back page. I don't
Jaden,
have.
turn it down.
And there's the one on the front page that I don't have. The one on the front page that I don't have is SP 5776661, 2, and 3. I'll use the sheet. So sometimes I use sheets, sometimes I don't. I prefer to use the ticket, especially when I got to.
I didn't know they didn't have it.
But, or register act. So, the sheet, but this, you just get confused with this. I'm reading from both. I'm going to recall the matter of Sarah Helen Buckner, ticket number SP 1377771. Count 1, leaving the scene of an accident. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, no driver's license or driving without while license not valid. Ticket number SP 5776666. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, driver's license expired. Count 3, unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 5776671, one count of no insurance misdemeanor, and ticket number SP 1377581, one count of an accident. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gayden Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Ms. Buckner. Ms. Buckner, can you please state your name for the record? Unmute yourself, ma'am. Take the line out the microphone.
Sarah Buckner.
Your Honor, Ms. Buckner has been made a generous offer where she pleads to 1 count of failure to display and 1 count of failure to report an accident. The other matters will be dismissed. She would like to take advantage of that. Ms. Buckner?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that correct?
Yes,
You gotta
ma'am.
pay attention right now. Whatever else you're doing, you gotta give us your attention for right now, okay?
I'm looking, okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is she pleading to, Ms. Gayden?
Failure to display and failure to report an accident.
So. Ms. Buckner, are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
planning to get a driver's license while you out here causing these accidents?
No, ma'am.
You don't plan to get a driver's license?
I didn't hear you, Yana.
Do you plan to get a driver's license while you're out here causing accidents?
No, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my money together, ma'am.
Are you taking any driver's classes in order to do that?
No, because I'm at work 12 hours a day. I'm trying. I'll get it together.
Yeah, before you come back before me, I better not see you again
Okay.
without a driver's license and you're causing, and while you're out here on the streets causing accidents. I better not see you in front of me again.
Yes, ma'am.
I promise you, you're gonna have time to pay it.
Okay.
Do you have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Gaten Robinson? She advised you of your rights, Ms. Buckner?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
As far as what the failure to display?
Did you understand your rights? Your right to an attorney, your right to a trial, your right to a jury trial versus your right to a trial before me as the trier of facts. The fact that these can hold up to 90 days in jail. Did she explain those types of rights to you?
No.
Did either of you give her advice of rights?
No, ma'am.
Attorney Gaten Robinson or
Your
Attorney.
Your Honor, I will go talk to Miss Buckner again. I've double talked to Buckner's today because I did all of this with her daughter, but I'll do it for a third time, Your Honor.
I do remember this. Ms. Buckner, I do recall having you go into a breakout room so that she can give you your advice of rights, because I told you that she had already advised your daughter instead of you. So when she went into the breakout room with her, what did she say to you?
When I went into the breakout room with her?
Yes.
She was telling me what to plead guilty to.
Did she explain to, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you in the breakout room one more time, Ms. Buckner. We're trying to get through today. We're trying to get through this docket today, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Me too. Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, you can put her back in the breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Bentley, are we ready to proceed on Mr. Bentley?
Yes, we are. Now, Judge, just to let you know, it's a little different though. We're just only handling the matters that are scheduled today for dismissal, setting the others for trial.
Well, those are in warrant status.
I know, that's why I said it was a little different. We're begging for them to be removed from warrant status first.
We're gonna go straight to trial after I'm removing off the warrant status?
Well, or we can set them for another pretrial. We can just adjourn everything, set it for pretrial.
So you want to just adjourn everything and put it to trial?
Yeah.
That'll work for me. Yeah, we could do that.
So there were all of these on the docket for today, or is
Three
there?
of them.
Okay, so 3 are on the docket for today, and the ones that are not on the docket for today are the ones in warrant status?
Yes.
All right, so I'll go on the record so that I can.
Because last time I came to court, she lifted the warrants till I came back.
Sir, we can hear you. We need your phone on mute.
Now calling the people versus Melvin Eugene Bentley Jr., ticket number 184452, count 1, no operator's license on a person. Ticket number 172981032, count 1 count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the driver. Ticket number 172 98103. One count of no operator's license on a person, ticket number SP 1275751. Count 1, driver's license driving while license suspended, and count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Melvin Bentley.
Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record.
Melvin Bentley.
Judge, we would ask that the matters that are in warrant status are set aside. The warrants are set aside. We're also asking, my client wants to continue his not guilty plea and set all of the matters for a bench trial, waiving his rights to a jury trial.
The court will recall all warrants and these matters in the warrants, the ones that are in warrant status. And will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bentley on all of the matters. Setting these matters for pre-trial on. Did we ask for trial?
It's the third, fourth court date.
Yeah. So setting these matters for bench trial on May 5th, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Setting $0 personal bond in these matters.
And Mr. Bentley, that's not for your civil infractions. That's just for all your misdemeanor tickets.
So my civil infractions is,
You have to pay those. They are in default.
I gotta find out how much is done.
Just come down to the court and to the first floor at the cashier's window and they'll let you know. It's not me.
Now on that bench, excuse me, is that bench trial a video? I mean, Zoom?
It's gonna be the same as you did today.
Okay.
But you have to have your camera on Zoom. You have to have a functional, like you are today, visibly able to, I need to be able to visibly see you. You can't call in on that day.
Your Honor, I have a question, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our third time meeting and this was supposed to be the day that we supposed to took care of everything today.
Were you willing to take care of everything today, sir?
No, because I got to go down to the court to see how much the payments is.
So why are you telling me that we were supposed to do something and you didn't do what you were supposed to do?
No, because the last time we met, I had asked you, do I go down and make a payment? And you told me to just wait until this court date first. We talked, I think it was in February.
I don't have the original file. Okay. I don't have the original file. It was me that was here in February?
Yes.
Mr. Griffin, so today when you talked to him, was there not an offer, a plea agreement that you guys could come to some terms with? I'm not understanding.
Yes, it was, but I can't have.
No, it wasn't, sir. We couldn't put all of them together for the information that my client gave me. So there was a resolution, but we talked about you had a chauffeur's license and other things.
Yes.
So we're on the same page, sir. That's why we set it for trial.
Oh, okay.
So I apologize if I said we're gonna get it resolved today. I probably thought that you could get it resolved, but I didn't know your special circumstances either.
Yes. Okay, it's fine. After we get off, I'll go down there to see how much I have to pay.
Okay, we will see you on May 5th, sir.
May 5th at 9?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Your Honor, I believe the other matter is just for Ms. Phyllis Robinson Gaten. I just have to take care of one thing, but I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
But she got me. And you listen.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, I'm sorry to interrupt your counseling session, but if Ms. Buckner still needs additional time, we're gonna have to adjourn this matter.
No, Your Honor, I think Miss Buckner it has great clarity now.
Okay. So, Ms. Buckner, we're recalling the matter of the People versus Sarah Helen Buckner. We've already stated the case numbers on the record. Ms. Buckner, we were at the point where I was verifying that you have been advised of your rights. So you did have an opportunity now to talk to Attorney Gaten Robinson, and she did advise you of your rights. Is that correct?
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. I'm gonna direct your attention to November 21st. Nope, that's your birthday. I'm gonna direct your attention to September 13th, 2022. Were you driving in the area of Wyoming and Linden in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2020 black Chevrolet?
No, ma'am. It's gray.
It's a gray Chevrolet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were driving in the area in Detroit, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And on that date, did you have an accident?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you report the accident to Detroit Police Department?
No.
Immediately, And so, and at some point though, you did come in contact with Detroit Police Department, is that correct?
Okay, could you repeat that because someone was talking, I can hear.
At some point in time, you did come into contact with the Detroit Police Department, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, before I have you board here, your client existence of failure to display or drove while license not valid was one of the tickets. I'm going to first ask for Corporal to state his name for the record.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it. Good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Brian Ambrose, badge 4151, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you, Corporal. Hi, Gaten Robinson. I don't have the full, obviously, I don't have the facts. Can you do your client in the way in which it was factually correct?
Ms. Buckner.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an accident on the date and time stated in the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you leave the scene of that accident?
I left the
yes
scene.
or no? Did you leave?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
And at some point later, did you get some tickets in the mail?
Yes, ma'am. She said
okay.
contact. When she said contact with the police.
That's why I'm clarifying, Ms. Buckner. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You got some tickets in the mail for the accident that you had?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then on the date and time that you were operating that motor vehicle, because you were at the scene, were you not able to provide the officer when they arrived a valid license?
Oh, okay, can I explain?
No, I need you to listen to the question. On the day of the accident, were you present when the officer arrived? Yes or no?
Was I present? No.
Did that mean that you did not give the officer a driver's license on that day?
Yes.
Okay. So you did not you were not there to offer the officer a valid driver's license. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Corporal Ambrose, I am slightly confused. I need to make a clear record, and right now it's not clear to me how she received a driving while license not valid ticket. Was it mailed to her after the accident? Was it at the scene of the accident? I'm not understanding how she left the scene of the accident and still received a driving while license suspended or improper license.
This was a hit and run accident. And I had pictures of her and her vehicle. And that's why I issued the tickets. And at the time, her license was suspended. That's why I gave her the driver license not valid.
Okay, but the vehicle was registered to her, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I am satisfied. Counselor, are you satisfied?
I am, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied. Do you stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so the court is going to enter a guilty plea for the ticket number ending in 7771. Count 1 will be amended to a guilty plea of failure to report an accident, and count 3 will be amended as a guilty plea to failure to display. The other counts will be dismissed without prejudice pursuant to your agreement. Ms. Buckner, are you working currently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the fees for each of these, the fees for each of, well, your fee for failure to report an accident is gonna be $250. Your fee for failure to display a driver's license is gonna be $220. The total is gonna be $470. How long will it take you to pay that?
1 month, probably a month.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 days to make that payment, ma'am. You have
Make-
until 12/2023 to pay to pay your total. What did I tell you? $470 total. And if you do not pay it by May 12th, you need to appear here on this Zoom at 8:35 that morning.
I bet, Your Honor.
All right, you all are free to go. Thank you, Corporal, for your patience this morning.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a good day.